Okay, so warm welcome to everyone watching this video. This is Pritam.B.Shinde and today I am going to give a brief introduction about our project, that is gesture sensing and control system for PCs. This is actually a capstone project done by the students of group 7, G7 I mean, for semester 1, and we are F5 students of BTech from VIT College Pune. So moving ahead, so let's meet our team first. These are the group members who have successfully executed the project with their fantastic contributions. Pritam, Pratiksha, Sanket, Shobit and Suyash. So heading ahead to know more about the individual contribution, here you can see that the software part, that is the program coding and compiling of both Arduino as well as Python, is done by Pratiksha and Pritam. Then hardware part, that analysis and assembling of ultrasonic sensors, is done by Sanket, and hardware assembling and analysis of Arduino is done by Shobit, and finally the study of resemblance between the code and the Arduino is done by the Suyash. So let's discuss about the conclusion and the future scope of our project.
Okay, now as Pritam said, let's discuss the conclusion and future scope of our project. That is where this project is actually useful and the future scope regarding it. In this modern world where the technologies are at the peak, there are many facilities available for offering input to any applications running on the computer system. Some of inputs can be offered using physical touch and some of them without using physical touch, like speech, hand gestures, etc. Using hand gesture, many users can handle applications from distance without any touching it, making any kind of physical contact. This technique can be very helpful for physically challenged people because they can define the gestures according to their convenience. Also, it becomes very simple, affordable things for them to operate basic functions like this is like for example, scrolling up and down, push plays videos, switching from one application to other, or even these technologies can be designed as per need of users of various apps. However, we can use this system control applications like PowerPoint presentation, games, media players, window pictures manager, etc. too.
Okay, so moving to the components. These are the components used in the assembling the project. Let me introduce the important ones first. So here in the right hand side bottom corner you can see a microcontroller type thing. So this microcontroller is nothing but the Arduino Uno. After that, these are the two ultrasonic sensors we are going to use. Connection between these ultrasonic sensors and Arduino will be done by these connectivity wires, that is the jump wires of type male to female, and this is the USB 2.0 cable by which we are going to connect the PC and the Arduino. So let's assemble this structure and have a look on it. Okay, this is how the hardware looks like. Now see here below you can see that these are the ultrasonic sensors at the top of the display shown above, and then in the circuit is the Arduino, and finally the USB connection to the serial port. Coming to the connection part, now let's see how the entire project is processed. So initially what we are going to do, we are just going to start two interfaces, that is for the Arduino code and for the Python code. For the Arduino code, we are going to use Arduino IDE, which is an environment for executing, programming, compiling and running all the programs related to Arduino. So this is a basic interface. This is the starting code, which is used for resetting the code which is already compiled in the Arduino. So we are just going to open our file. So this is our Arduino code. First let's open Ideal Python. Ideal Python is an interface used for basically running the programs of Python. Means it is the most simple and basic environment. So we'll open our file. Okay, so now here you can see the Python code, and okay, now let's start. I just connected the USB to the laptop so that all the circuit gets completed. And now I'm just there are two options here, that is verify and this is upload. First we have to select the board as Arduino Uno, which is already selected by default. Okay, secondly we have to select the port, that is port is nothing, that is COM3. COM3 is nothing but the name of the port, the serial port. What is serial port? Serial port is nothing but the USB drive plug-in, where we plug in the USB cable. We are using USB 2.0 cable. Okay, so basically there are two. First is verify. Okay, let's verify. Verify is nothing but a process to verify all the codes, whether there is some mistake in the code or not. So now the code is compiling the sketch. Okay,
after the compilation, we have to see here it is seen that it has done compiling. Okay, now let's run the code first. Now actually we are not running the code, we are actually uploading this whole code to the Arduino so that it gets stored in the Arduino, and then finally we are going to execute the program by running the Python program. See, again you can see here below, done uploading. Okay, now moving on to the Python. So this is the code used. So I'm just running it. Okay, just waiting for the program to start. Okay, we are saying something that it means that the program is started. Okay, so let's play some video. We are going to use a VLC media player for that. Pause, play, tap my hand captures. I just rewind the video up to 30 minutes. Taking the video forward. Okay, by 1 minute the video is moving forward. Can you see it? Okay, fine. Okay, now I will just manipulate the volume and track. Increase. I'll take it back. I'll decrease it up to 100. Okay, decrease it. Fine. So this is how we can control the VLC media player or the video in the VLC media.